making for instructions, I thought I might give some of you a little bit of an idea how to get into full wheel from your flip dog. If you have a wheel already in your practice and a flip dog or wild thing, then you may be able to transition in, and I'm just going to give you a couple tips that I used or still do use to get in. And the biggest one is really that you have to rotate the hand that you have so much of your weight on. You have just one hand down initially. So I need to allow my elbow to bend, giving me more wiggle room in that shoulder joint, and also be able to shift my weight enough forward into my hands that I don't take all the weight off my hand by any means, but so that I can have enough rotation in my hand. So let me see which side I need to do to show you that. Well, I'll be right here. It'll be this right hand that's going to be on the ground. I'm going to come into that on the left side. So I've gone into down dog, bend and stack, flip dog, both of my feet parallel, right? Maybe I do this first, kind of give myself a good stretch out. And then this is the hand I need to rotate so that my fingers are turned back towards my feet for wheel. And I like to do that by starting to bring my weight forward into my feet, bending my elbow so that I can turn my hand, turning my fingers. And before I can get it all the way, I'm still sort of halfway, I can bring the other hand down and then turn my hand fully towards my feet. Okay, same thing coming out. I'm going to turn this hand partially, start to bring the weight into it, and then I've got enough rotation in my shoulder I can keep it there as I come out and even take myself back into three-legged down dog. That's because I got distracted talking. That makes sense? Yeah? So you might give that a whirl. I definitely found it harder to come out than come in, so if you have to come down to the ground and practice getting out of that a few times, no worries. And then let's also get into wheel from Malasana. So that's kind of a fun little transition to do also, and it's very similar because from Malasana you end up right in that flip dog, right? So you're here in your Malasana. And then I'm going to reach my right hand back and sort of have a controlled descent, a controlled fall, if you will, onto that right hand. That's because I want that hand to be kind of far behind me. I don't want it just right here. I don't have a wheel posture that is this much of an arch that my hand and foot can be that close together. So I'm going to let it fall further away from me, like so. I'm going to reach back, look back, drop it back here, and then it's the same thing as I'm already kind of in this flip dog posture. I'll bring my hips high enough that I can turn my hand around and turn around, right? I find that one more awkward to come out of. I can, but I'm just going to get out of there quickly so that I can kind of show you that in a faster motion, and it might look a little bit more like I'm headed to wheel than such a paused motion. So, I'll reach back, turn around the hand as much as I can so that I can come into wheel. Woo. Well, I made it out of there. Maybe not my most beautiful one, but I hope that helps you to give you some kind of little fun thing to practice. I did several wheels before I ever did that. I did some different transitions just to feel how that was going to feel on my shoulder joint. You know, that can be a little squirrely into your shoulder joint, so let's be really careful and mindful that we might not be ready to do that right away. It's a lot of pressure on your shoulder and weight on your shoulder while you're also asking it to turn. So be really mindful if you're trying that at home, but I know some of you are ready for the challenge.